everyone, this is Robyn and welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I am so happy that you're here with me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be spotlighting the Snowman Season stamp set. It's so super cute, you guys. And it coordinates with the Snowman Builder Punch. I'm going to be making a fun project with that. And then I'm also going to be working with our new stencils that are also from our holiday catalog. So we'll jump right in and get started. If you're new to my channel, I have all of the product I'm using directly on my screen, along with the item code. They can be ordered directly from my shopping page, mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. All right, so I need a background paper to get started, and I'm using some of our 13 by 13 seasonal grid paper. And I'm going to be also, let me grab the paper that I'm going to be using our embossing paste with. I'm using a piece of crumb cake cardstock. This is cut 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I'll just lay it down here. Now I'm going to put this stencil on, and I like to add it with just a little bit of tape on the sides. Put a little tape on the side like this. Now you can do multiple cards without having to wash the stencil. So I think I got up to 10 cards. You have to do each card one at a time, but I was able to do 10 before I had to clean off my template. I'm using the shimmery white embossing paste, and I'm using our palette knives. I've already used a ton of this. I made a bunch of these cards for some friends. We're sharing cards with each other and swapping out. So I'm just going to put this on here. I kind of add it thick at first. Just want to make sure I got all of it. It's just really therapeutic to do. It's very soft and it's sparkly. So I used the shimmer. Now you can customize the embossing paste. You can use our re-inkers that come in all of our Stampin' Up! Exclusive colors, and you can coordinate your paste. And I have a couple videos where I use the colored paste. I do it a lot. I love to do it. I also just like to use the white sometimes as well. So I'm going to close this tightly. You want it to store it tightly when you're not using it. Squeeze that. Then I'm going to pull off this, and I have cute little embossed background with our emboss paste. So I'm going to set this aside and let it set up for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll be right back. Now let's go ahead and start making the other pieces that go on the card. I'm taking here a piece of our pool party cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping the snowman right here. And then the other sentiment I'm using from this collection is the Merry Christmas sentiment, and I'll just set that aside for now. I'm going to stamp the snowman, and I'm using our MEMENTO TUXEDO black ink pad. I'll just ink this up and stamp it, and then that's all I need our black for. Now I'm going to take the Snowman Builder Punch, and I'm going to punch out the snowman. So cute. And you can save the little hat, and you can save the little arms for another project. I'm going to be using our sparkle glimmer paper for the hat. So I'll just put it over here and punch out the hat. And then I'm going to punch out the arms right there. All right, now we'll put this snowman together. And I'm using glue dots. And I'm going to add a glue dot to the bottom of the hat, and then just put it on the top of the snowman's head. And then I'm going to add a glue dot onto each arm on the glittery part, because the arms will just attach behind the snowman. And you can have them go wonky ways or just straight out, whatever you want. Hello, I'm a snowman. Welcome to my channel. You never know what you're going to get. All right, so now we're going to take a piece of vellum cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I'm just using a scrap piece. And I'm using our 2 1/4 inch circle punch. Just going to punch that out. Set that aside. And I'm going to turn this over and grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, the Stampin' Dimensionals are going to, I'm just going to add 2 on the back. My finger picked up an extra. And just put these on the vellum circle. I kind of had the bottom lined up to the bottom so it goes over the top just a little bit. And now I'm going to be using a framelit that's from our Magnolia Memory framelit set. So it doesn't quite coordinate, but I really love how our dies can be worked with so many other projects and so many other stamp sets. So I'm going to make this snow. So what I have here, these are pieces of Whisper White cardstock. This one's cut at 2 inches by 3 3/4. And this one's cut at 1.5 by 3 3/4. I'm going to line these up, and I'm moving one of them over just a little bit. And the reason why is I want them to look like kind of hills and snow. So I'm using this border, and instead of using it this way, I'm just doing it upside down. And I'm going to line that up on both sides and put my top on here and then run it through. Okay, you ready for this? Let me just take the tops off those. And now I have 2 pieces that when you line them up, they're a little bit different. And we can start putting this card together. Let's see. All right, I'm going to take my set piece that we used the embossing paste on. And I'm going to turn that over and add adhesive to the back. This is just our snail adhesive. And I'm adding it to a piece of basic black cardstock that's cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Just really makes it pop when you use black. Now I'm going to add this piece onto a piece of our thick Whisper White cardstock. This is cut at 5 1/2, and it's 8.5 inches wide, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to turn this over, and now I will add adhesive to the back of this. And add this on here. All right, now it's time to add our snow. So the taller piece, I'm going to go ahead and just add on with adhesive like this. Just right onto the, really get it down in there. And now we're going to use our foam adhesive strips. Okay, these are our foam adhesive strips, and you can use them for shaker cards, all sorts of fun projects, or for long pieces. I'm just going to use 1 strip, and I like that you can just pull them off and break them. It's really nice. I'm going to turn this over, make sure it's upside down, and I'm just putting 1 strip kind of toward the bottom. I'm leaving the top a little bit open here. And I'm going to add this right here so it's lifted up. It gives it some dimension. And now we're going to take our snowman. Oh, I forgot to stamp. Oops. You're supposed to stamp Merry Christmas first. Let me see. I'm going to take this off and do it over. Okay, this is what I'm doing. You see my mistakes. So if you're new, you're going to see all sorts of things. You'll see my mistakes and my everything that I try to accomplish. Okay, perfect. It's just great. Okay, I'm going to use the Pool Party ink pad, and I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. It's probably good if you watch my videos through the first time before you try to make the project, just in case. And then it's easier when you make your own. Okay, Merry Christmas. And I have that off a little bit to the right. Close my ink pad. Now I'm going to grab the foam adhesive strip again. and measure this out, tear it off, and I'm going to put it on here again like I did. It's a little bit too long, so I'm sorry about my Halloween nails. It's early October still here. And I'm doing winter cards. That is the thing with our industry paper crafting. We usually do our projects. We order everything. We have everything ready a lot of the times in advance. So we're working on, some of us are working on Christmas projects. All right. I have that ready now. Doesn't that look better? Something was missing and I could tell. Now I'm going to add 2 dimensionals just on top of the other 2 dimensionals on the other side of the vellum. And I'm going to tuck this in here on the left side. So it's just looks like it's kind of in the snow. How is that? How is that? Did you guys like that? Here's some of the other ones that I made today. I actually started last night when I was watching a TV show in my craft room. That's when I do a lot of the embossing paste part because I know it has to set. So I was working on that while I was watching some of my favorite shows. And then this morning when I woke up, I've been working on these. I'm having a girls' sleepover tonight with some of my crafty friends, and it's going to be super fun. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by mypinkstamper.com. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you thought about this cute card. You can find me over on my website, mypinkstamper.com. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.